welcome to the next edition of Captain Bill and Big Shot Joe Watch a Movie Review. So, yeah, we hope you have watched and enjoyed the first two. If you haven't, why not?
Yeah, for real.
You know,
that was Bill's treasure find in the dollar store.
We've had the two of them up for a while. Go back and watch them.
Check them out.
You know, the first one that we did on the Gallows.
Right.
My Dollar Tree bargain find for $1.
That he
Blu-ray.
Still keeps bragging about.
You know, I figured, well, the hell, it's worth a shot. Turned out it was pretty decent. We enjoyed it. We reviewed it. Of course, the second one we did was the 1984 cult classic Chud.
Yeah, Chud.
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. Yes.
You know what? You've been talking about that movie for like a year.
Yeah.
So we finally tuned into it, and it was actually pretty good.
So because the first one we did was the Gallows, we enjoyed it. I happened to come across at Redbox the Gallows Act 2.
That's right.
And so I said, naturally, well, let's do it. So we Redboxed it, and we just got done watching it. And we're going to give you our take on that. But before we do that, I would just like to, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Okay? That first, hit subscribe. Give you a second. Thank you. Okay, now, the video you're watching, press the thumbs up. It's right underneath the screen. Hit the thumbs up now, and I'll give you a second. Thank you. And now, last thing, tap that bell icon so you get notified whenever we put new content onto the channel. Because it's not just these movie reviews. We have our weekly wrestling review show that we do, where we talk about all the goings on, rumors, feuds, title changes, whatever's happening in pro wrestling right now, across the board, not just WWE, but AEW, NWA, Impact, Ring of Honor, it's all. We may talk about old school stuff, so check that out.
Challenge videos.
We've done one, and we got another one coming up in the very near future.
And if you haven't seen the first challenge video, check it out. Extravaganza.
Yep. We
parts
hard-boiled
1 and 2.
Egg challenge. Yep, it's in 2 parts.
And both parts are worth watching.
So go check that out. And we're gonna be putting out a new show. We haven't done one yet, but we're gonna be coming out with what we're gonna call the Wrestling Legend Spotlight. We're gonna, in light of the Rocky Johnson, the Rock's dad just passing, we got to thinking, man, there's a lot of these old school wrestlers that some of the current people watching wrestling never heard of, don't know about.
They don't know about the guys that paved the way for the guys they're watching.
So we're gonna do a little session where we're gonna pick a wrestler, and the whole little show is gonna be just about them, their achievements, what they did, where they wrestled, how long they wrestled for, and just why they're a legend. Or it might be a tag team.
But
this isn't. So we got that coming up. But now tonight, this is
Captain Bill
and Big Shot Joe watch a movie.
All right.
So now let's get on to this movie review.
The Gallows Act 2.
Yep.
Directed by Travis Clough and Chris Loffing. Now, Chris Loffing and Travis Clough, they both directed the first Gallows. So it was pretty interesting to see the fact that
when watching movies, naturally you gotta have treats. You gotta have snacks.
Right on.
This happens to be a Fruit Loop treat. A Rice Krispie treat without Rice Krispie with Fruit Loops.
My wife made.
Thanks to Mrs. Big Shot. Thanks, Miss Big Shot.
Alright. Now, so, what I was saying was they directed that movie, the first one, Now the second one, same directors, everything. The thing that was
different look though.
Yeah, different look. That yes, exactly. That's where I was going with it. The first one was filmed as found footage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it
The
had that.
entire movie was that way.
Right, and they had like the Blair Witch and Paranormal that were filmed like that. So, and I believe these guys weren't they associated with the Paranormal Activity movies? Or the writers or
I'm
something.
I
But
think
anyways,
maybe that one of them or something might have been.
It had that feel to it. It did.
Now this one, the first like 5 minutes of the movie actually is that way. It's like these kids in a basement, you know, goofing around.
Right.
Someone has one of the old screenplays
of
the Gallows, which was the play that Charlie was doing when he tragically met an untimely fate.
And there is a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Charlie comes back as the hangman. And so I feel like when they read from that book, that's what gave them power to come out.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't get rid of them. The book would just show up wherever they go. You can rip it up, burn it up.
Right. So this movie, it starts out, you know, like I said, in the basement, but then after that first 5 minutes, it goes to just a normal, like, you know, movie.
Yeah.
Regular style film.
Right.
But what they do with this one is they kind of tap into the social media aspect of things.
They do.
The main star of the movie.
They made it more modern.
What's her name? It was who's the girl?
It's Emma Horvath.
Emma Horvath. She plays the
Anna
main.
Rue.
Yes, she plays Anna Rue, the main character. And you know she's a budding social media, you know, YouTuber, vlogger. It's kind of funny because you're watching us on YouTube.
Right.
But you know, desperate for followers, and because of the whole, you know, with what happened with, you know, the gal with the school with the tragedy, and then you know, there's the curse that, you know, and then you know that was from it. Well, it snowballed into what's called the Charlie Challenge, where people would film themselves reciting lines from the play, and then you know weird shit would start happening around them, and
then they were gonna see if they could survive it.
Right, you know. Right. So she sees how many views these videos are getting, so she's like, well,
she decided.
You know, I'm
what?
starving for subscribers and for views, and she wanted YouTube fame. You know, I don't know that they refer to it as YouTube in the movie. I don't recall, but
do you know what that?
Same
they
concept.
Do.
It wasn't YouTube. Okay.
It was. Google got some pop there. But
what
I was gonna say was, you know what I noticed about the movie, because you just said it. I didn't realize it. It kind of, not to talk about other movies, it kind of had that you know, like Candyman. You know what I mean? Like you had to do something for this thing to come out.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Like you know, Bloody Mary,
Beetlejuice.
So yeah, so she decides to, you know, film herself doing the Charlie Challenge.
Yeah. Right.
Boom, like, you know, the next day or two, she checks her. I think she's got like 900,000, you know, over 900,000 views.
I would be that guy in the movie theater that says you are dumb. Why would you do that? So it's kind of like, you know, I don't know.
So yeah, so she sees that and she decides, I'm running with it.
I would have at least had other people in the room.
So she films. You know, she does more films, you know, reciting other lines from the movie or from the play, and starts getting all these followers and subscribers. But of course, there is the whole problem with the Charlie curse. So weird things begin happening.
Well, we don't want to give away the whole movie.
Well, no, but I mean.
Oh, okay, I got you. You're setting it up.
It's kind of you got to give them the premise of the movie.
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah.
She's subscribing. She's doing these to get views for her channel, but the repercussions are weird shit. It starts happening around her life.
Yep.
And not just involving her, with people around her, close to her, also. And so. There's that. So, you know, she has peace, and you know, there's a mysterious, anonymous or almost famous 999 or something like that. You know, someone on the chat, no picture, but keeps chatting and talking to her.
Absolutely.
Excuse me. Egging her on, boosting her on to do, you know, more stuff, and you know, then it just gets kind of weird. They start talking about things that they should know about, and it's just, you have to watch and see. But yeah, it's pretty good. Lots of you know,
Lots of
lots
jump
of creep
scares.
factor.
Yeah,
You know,
lots
good
of
creepy
jump
factor.
scares.
Yeah, lots of good jump scares.
So it'll get you at points.
It's, I mean, for a movie that went straight to DVD, Blu-ray, DVD, you know,
Yep.
it wasn't bad. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. You know,
But
it was.
It was. It
You know,
was.
the
It was
acting
worth
was
the watch.
the acting was good. The effects were good.
Right.
You know, I love the look of the Hangman. That
Yeah, it looks like
that character,
Scarecrow
that apparition that shows
from,
up.
from
Yeah.
Arkham Knight.
Yeah, kind of like a yeah. So his mask it looks similar to like what
To the
Scarecrow from
Scarecrow.
the Dark Knight.
And even the Arkham Knight
Movies.
series, man. But anyways,
You know,
yeah.
the black pants and like the
And it was unique because it was like
shirt, you know, rope tied, you know,
Yeah.
belt.
And he's a supernatural character, so
Yeah.
I mean the thing is like, you know, it's kind of like a Freddy Krueger thing where you can't really escape him.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, it was good. It was good. I mean, would I watch it all the time? Probably not. But it's worth a watch every now and then.
But it's one I could watch again if someone
Absolutely.
if someone come over and you know and it's like, oh man, I never seen that, man. Let's watch it. I'd be like, yeah, I'm down, because it was, you know, like I said, it wasn't a bad movie. You know, if the movie was
It was
horrible, I'm not gonna want to watch it again. I'll let you borrow it.
Right.
You know,
Right.
but you know, just bring it back afterwards, you know, or don't. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter whatever you want
But
to do.
you know, it was a good movie. I liked it. I would watch it
Yep.
second time.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yep.
I own the first Gallows, so I will at some point purchase the Gallows
second.
Act too, so I have them both.
Good.
Because I like having complete sets.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. But and the thing was, man, you know what it had, just like the first one. Come on,
You had a twist.
it had a twist. So yes, it did have a twist. So definitely, if you like twists in the movies and stuff like that, thrillers, suspense, this is the movie for you. So check it out. And like we've said before, we're gonna try to pick like obscure, you know, just random movies that maybe you've heard of, maybe you haven't heard of.
Right, and that's kind of where we come out with the Gallows.
Yeah,
Before we started talking about in that first video and this video, have you ever heard of the Gallows?
Or even Chud. We'll wait.
Oh, well, trust me, people have heard of Chud.
Chud.
Yeah.
Wow.
At least people my age, they know what Chud's about.
Well, I didn't know what Chud was. It sounded
yeah,
like
but you're a youngster.
it almost sounded like Chode.
No.
When you first told me Chud, I thought you said Chode.
Sidetrack, squirrels. Come on.
Yeah,
Back
but
on
we're
track.
back on Gallows Act too. I was just making a statement.
Yeah.
But the fact was, I enjoyed it. Popcorn rating, what would you give it?
4 being, you know, 4 buckets being.
And mind you, we do a scale of 4.
Yeah, 4 buckets being the best. 4 buckets being, you know, Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, you know, kind of.
Infinity War.
You know, yes, exactly.
Endgame.
In-game Joker.
Yep.
You know, that's a 4 bucketer. Yeah, this one, you know, the first one I gave, I believe, when Gallows one, I gave 2 point. You gave 2.5, I believe. I gave 2.75 buckets.
Because you just
To the first one.
Wanted to outdo me.
No, because I gave my review first.
Oh, you did. See, I can't even get away with it, folks. This guy, he's got a mind on him.
Yeah, but
Remember
this one here, honestly, man, I give it 3 buckets. I'd give it 3 buckets. 3 out of 4. It was, yeah. Were there big names in it? No, they didn't need to be, because these kids, they pulled it off. They did good. Like I said, the acting was good. You know, the jump scares were good.
They
you know,
were.
the creepiness factor to it was good. You know, the effects were cool. You know, the way they told the story, you know, just, when you thought something was about to happen, it didn't.
But then it
when you
did.
didn't expect it, it did. It just
Yeah.
they did good at it. I thought I enjoyed it.
No, it was good.
And I would recommend watching it. Honestly, I would.
So what was your score?
I gave it a 3. I give it a 3 out of 4 buckets.
So, honestly, to me, the only way I can rate this, I mean, movie-wise, they had the story, they had, you know...
You gave the first one 2.5 buckets.
Right, but I'm saying this one, it has the story, it was entertaining, the chill factor was there, you know, the jump scare was there too. I mean, you know, Bill, I'm gonna have to go with you on that one. I'm gonna give it a solid 3. You know,
yeah.
I think it was good enough for that. For a B movie, straight to DVD, that's pretty good. Some of your,
honestly, I wouldn't categorize it as a B movie. To me, B movies they're cheesy, you know, kind of movies. You know what I mean?
Like
B
parody movies.
Not just parody movies. They're not, you know, the effects ain't quite as good. You know, there's a little bit of a cheesiness to it.
Right, like Reefer Madness.
Yeah, B movies are, you know, or just, you know, they're just that. It's, you know, they're just not necessarily a high budget, type movie. Where this one, you can't say it was a B movie because the movie was done well. You know, it was acted good. The only downfall to this movie is they didn't have any like big name stars in it. They were kind of nobodies,
you're seeing a lot of those
up-and-comers, whatever.
And you're seeing a lot of those movies. They got to start out that way sometimes.
It wasn't I wouldn't consider this a B movie. You know.
No,
and by no means. It just.
Let's say for straight to video.
Yeah, it was just exactly, that's it. You know, it wasn't in theaters. It wasn't a mainstream, Hollywood production that got, commercials and, they were big big draws at the theater.
Manners,
that being
Bill.
said,
Manners.
It's still a good movie and it's still worth a watch in my opinion.
It is.
So I would definitely
right on. Well, why don't we
get a chance, watch the first one. But the second one, Act 2, like I said, you don't necessarily even have to watch the first one to enjoy the Gallows Act 2, because they kind of do give you a bit of a backstory, so you do kind of understand, something that's going on somewhat.
Yep.
So,
well, why don't
it's just better to have watched the first one.
I'm kind of curious, though, man. You've been real quiet up there, Mach. What do you think of the movie?
Oh man, yeah.
Right? He's been so quiet. Go ahead.
What? Go ahead. No,
I want to know your opinion.
Speak your mind.
Makes a good freaking point.
True.
Though.
Yeah. Oh no, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was great. Did you
I
see it went? Yeah, that's what I was talking about, man.
Actually, right when that happened, I looked over at you and I could see you had acknowledged it. So.
Yeah, man, you were like.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
yes.
you were just into it.
Yeah.
It was good.
Good
man. Good man.
Once again, the Macho Man.
Greatest of all time.
He dazzles us with his
presence.
He truly is when it comes. I mean, everyone just thinks of him as a wrestler, but he's so much more than that, man. He is. He's a fountain of knowledge, man, and he is a true movie buff, and he knows his stuff. Absolutely, Mach. You are so correct, sir.
You are.
Yeah. This show wouldn't be the same without him. I can say that right now.
Yep.
He is.
And the fact is, me and Bill are huge Macho Man.
He's a main cog in this machine that we call 3-2-1 screw.
That's right.
So.
That's right.
He is invaluable.
But in all seriousness.
So.
Watch the Gallows Act 2.
Yep.
This has been
3 out of 4 buckets, folks. So.
This has been.
No.
Oh,
so,
man, oh man.
As
Jump
we
ahead,
said
Joe.
before,
I'm sorry, folks. Go ahead, Bill.
If you have any ideas for movies that we can watch, again,
like
I said, we don't necessarily, not saying that we won't do some, but we we don't necessarily want to go, review all the big,
The things that
the
everybody
big,
has seen.
high profile type movies, because you're going to get enough of those. There's going to be,
There's,
100 different people out there who are going to
That
give
do
you
their own
a
review of those
YouTube
movies.
review of the Joker, or the next.
Endgame.
The next, big movie that comes, that blockbuster movie that comes out in the theaters. We want to go for, these type of movies. The movies that's just going to go be made and then they're just going to ship them straight to a red box.
That's it,
They're going to HBO. That kind of thing.
And I want
or an old movie that's been out for 20 years, but you may not have heard about it.
And I just wanna say that, like, any type of movie, comedy,
comedy, action, horror,
horror, hell, a chick flick. I don't care.
Get enough requests.
I'll review a
if
chick
we get
flick.
enough requests to watch a rom-com, then I guess that's what we'll watch. But try not to send us requests too much for romantic comedies.
Hey, I might cheer you up.
But
sometimes they're
again, if you have suggestions, leave them in the comments on this here video. We also have, we have the 321 Screw Facebook page.
Well, yeah, and I was just gonna say, yes.
We each have our own pages. Captain Bill
and the Big Shot Joe. Come check us out on Facebook. You guys have any ideas? Drop a line and let us know.
Yeah,
Don't forget, most importantly, as we said already, hit that subscribe button on YouTube for us, folks.
Give us a thumbs up.
Let us know.
And tap the bell icon.
We'll wait.
You can, you can reach us at Twitter. We're at 321 Screw on Twitter.
Yeah, we are. We are on the Twitter.
Email us 321screw@gmail.com.
Yep.
Send us an email. And then
Let
of
us
course
know.
there's some of the Facebook groups that we're also in that I have and manage, that I'm part of. The Beyond the Squared Circle, which is
for all those wrestling things there.
This is a movie review, I understand, but without that Beyond the Squared Circle wrestling group that I created on Facebook, the idea and the concept for 321 Screw YouTube channel would have never happened. So all this is because of that group. So that is my that's my pride. That's my baby right there. That's, like I said, that's the one that started all of this going. So, but you can message us, on there. We post and share a lot of the stuff on that group. There's a Superheroes Unlimited group that is on Facebook.
Yep.
Again, it's any and all things superhero, not Marvel, not just DC, all of them, everything across the board. So there's lots of options, lots of ways you can contact us. See what stuff we're about.
Right.
Top of the Legend Spotlight video. So we got coming up. We got something we're gonna do. That's more superhero comic book, sort of, based, or some, show where we'll just talk about, movies, upcoming movies. That's where we'll do superhero and those type of movie, the next Avengers, Spider-Man. Those will, we'll be talking about those
when we talk about
those
heroes.
shows.
Yeah.
Superheroes.
Absolutely.
321 Screw presents Superheroes Unlimited. That will be in the future.
So,
the next project is going to be the Legend Spotlight, though.
So, right on. So don't forget, guys, Gallows Act 2. Check it out.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yep. And, 321 Screw. Give us a like on the Facebook. Check out the YouTube channel. And send us objections. Twitter. Email.
Just don't send us any nudes.
No.
Don't send us any nudes.
Well,
think of our fan base.
yeah.
Don't send us any nudes.
True. yeah, that's true.
So.
But, yeah. So,
should we call it? What do you think?
Yeah, that's
you have watched.
So we hope you
another
enjoyed.
edition.
Yep, we hope you enjoyed. And we
Captain
hope you
Bill.
come back to Captain Bill.
And Big Shot Joe. Watch a movie.
So.
I'm just going to get out of my seat real quick.
Alright. So he's going to get up now and walk over. I
got to stretch a little bit.
We're low key. We got to walk over and push the stop button and record. So.
Yeah.
Deuces.